It is a congressional race that I have a very personal interest in. Joseph C. Rocha is a Navy and Marine Corps veteran running for Congress in the 50th District of California. The district is currently represented by Republican Darrell Issa, who prays every morning at the altar of all things Trump. Joseph Rocha enlisted in the Navy at 18 and became a bomb dog handler. He made headlines 11 years ago when he was discharged from the Navy under Don't Ask, Don't Tell, which, for you kids out there, was the official policy by our government prohibiting gay, lesbian, and bisexual Americans from openly serving in the armed forces. He then became a well-known advocate for the repeal of Don't Ask, Don't Tell, sharing his own story nationwide. His efforts and the efforts of others just like him who spoke up paid off when Don't Ask, Don't Tell was officially repealed by President Barack Obama in 2010. Rocha then rejoined the Navy and went on to serve for 7 more years, becoming a Marine Corps captain and prosecutor. You can find out the whole story at rochaforcongress.com. And here he is, Joseph C. Rocha. Welcome to You Can't Beat Blue. We're happy to have you.
Thank you. It's so exciting. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm going to do something I've not done before here. Take a look. This is from December 2010, the Don't Ask, Don't Tell Repeal Act of 2010. This is when Barack Obama signed it. I want you to pay attention to that purple tie, everybody. This is the day it was signed. Now, here's the receiving line. Watch the purple tie. There's Barack Obama. There's a young man right there. He's talking to President Obama, puts something in his hand, says something, and gets a hug. Let's take a look at it again. Young man, something in the hand, gets a hug. Now, is this you? I hear that this is you. Am I right?
Yeah, that's right. That is me. And actually, I mean, it just goes to show your brilliance. Nobody's ever caught the fact that the president and I exchanged words, much less noticed that I exchanged an object with him, which I'm sure the Secret Service was not thrilled about. But I'd actually love to tell you about it because I've never shared this with anybody publicly.
Well, I'm so glad you're impressed because I think I can even tell you what you gave to him. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Was it a Navy challenge coin?
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, this has taken me by surprise. So I kind of have chills and I'm a little emotional.
Can you explain the significance of that and why you gave it to him?
Yeah, so the challenge coin tradition is huge in the military. You carry around the highest ranking coin that you've ever been presented. So whenever you go above and beyond your job, someone who is senior to you can gift you a coin. And they do it by shaking your hand and their coin is already in their hand and it's an exchange of the coin. When I got invited to the bill signing of Don't Ask, Don't Tell repeal, if you're familiar with my story, MA1 Valdivia was my mentor. She actually was the one to break the news to me that I had been accepted to the Naval Academy. We lost her in the Middle East, and she gave me a coin. It was one of the most special things that I had. Anyhow, I coined him. I'm sure it was unusual even for him, understanding the tradition. And I said, Mr. President, this belonged to my mentor. She believed in me. She also believed in you, and I would like you to have it. And that's where you see the president's face drop. He's very expressive. You see that drop in his face, and just, super emotional moment for sure.
It was clear you had an impact on him, which is wonderful to see. And so congratulations on that moment for you. And thank you for playing a part in history. A lot of people that personally matters to a great number of people, myself included. So thank you so much for that. And now you are running for the congressional seat in California's 50th. Republican Darrell Issa currently holds that seat, and I have no love for him. I grew up in Orange County, which is just a little north of where you are, and he actually was our rep for a while. If you had to sum up Darrell Issa in one word, what word might that be?
The first word that comes to mind is hypocrite. He absolutely stands for nothing but himself. His votes don't line up with what he's supposed to represent. A Republican, a conservative is supposed to represent, support for law enforcement, support for the military. Obviously, you should all be supporting democracy. Just in the last 3 votes that he's had in his tenure here in the 50th district, he's voted against law enforcement by voting against the January 6th commission. He's voted against law enforcement by voting against the Recovery Act and not bringing resources to first responders. And he's obviously voted against democracy by voting against certification of a valid election at a time where I've told him personally, I cannot think of a more irresponsible or dangerous time to have pulled that stunt, which is what it is. Darrell Issa is constantly pulling stunts. He encouraged terrorists that were attacking our country.
What do you see as the priorities for your tenure when you are elected to Congress next year?
For me, it's about restoring honor to this district, to this seat, and returning representation to this district. This district has a fighting spirit that I think will really identify with my fight. I've never been afraid of a fight, especially for the right reasons. And I've succeeded at every single one that I put my mind to. Representation for me would be focusing back on those first responders, on jobs, on families. Basically, how do we get people back on their feet who weren't prioritized by their representatives in the first place, but then got hit by a pandemic and got hit by an economic challenge, and are still trying to find their way back on their feet. Issa has gotten away for worse, mislabeling his opponents as socialists and radicals, and people have let him get away with that. But my story, from my childhood through my military service, my military service started 17 years ago. It started in law enforcement, it ended in law enforcement with military police and ending as a prosecutor. He can't get away with that with me. People trust the institutions that I have represented and fought for, and he's not doing anything for anybody. So frankly, at the end of the day, I think he's going to be surprised how many people say, why not go with the kid that seems trustworthy and seems to care about it? Two things that I don't think many, if anybody, says about their lives.
I want to wish you great luck. You have certainly won me over, and I'm going to do all I can to help promote your name and your candidacy. And I'm going to start right now with the website, which is Rocha, R-O-C-H-A, rochaforcongress.com, Facebook at Joseph C. Rocha, Twitter at Joseph_C_Rocha, Instagram at Joseph C. Rocha. Look for this face and look for the dog. The dog is a great calling card. You'll know you're at the right site. So congratulations on all of your successes that have led you here. I wish you great, great luck in the campaign. And I hope you come back and let us know how it's going. Best of luck to you.
Thank you. I couldn't be more grateful. I appreciate it. I feel like I could talk to you all day. Thank you so much for what you do. And yeah, we'll see you later.
Joseph C. Rocha, thank you very much.